hand is stepping out on faith and practical action. Ogun. The Mars collection from the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Well, I guess Ogun needed to run that ad again before we got to Wednesday's forecast. Well, today was Deuce's Wild, and now we got Esu and Oya all over All Hallows Eve. Oof. Let's talk about it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje to you, Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekale if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. It is 6 minutes past your 10 o'clock hour Central Standard Time. And if you're listening to this at 9 p.m., we are kind of interrupting my Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like to bring you this cosmic weather forecast. That was music from Al Jarreau with We're in This Love Together. And now, talking over the track, we are sipping just a little bit, just a little ski taste of Miles Davis's Bitches Brew, all on your Mars rule, Ogun venerated Tools Day. So how did Ogun make the most of the tools in your hand today on this Ojo Ishegun, or Day of Victory? It is October 29th, 2024, and the day vibrated on a 2, Deuces Wild, on your 6th Tuesday of autumn equinox and the first one of Scorpio season. So shout out to all the stingers, and the moon tonight is waning in the 7th house of Libra, and 7 is the house sacred to the Orisha Ogun and the Ifa Orisha tradition. So there's how that works. And with the moon waning in Libra, you really want to banish imbalance, because Libra is all about the scales of justice, while Ogun is the Orisha of war and Mars forward-driven action. So you don't have to use them tools in your hand to banish your imbalances. You already have what you need. All you got to do is do it. Just do it. Ashe. All right, you got about 2 hours and some change to work all that out before the clock strikes 12. And Ogun passes that time clock to his wife, Oya. And we are at the week's climax with Esu chilling with Oya all on All Hallows Eve. And I got some things to say about that, so stick around. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership, and you are listening to The Forecast. Beam up.
Did you enjoy the work and greenery wisdom of the Paradopotis? Well, I hope you did, because now it's time to take to the skies on my Wednesdayly blog, The Malbec Planetarium. That's www.poeticallymuse.org/Malbec Planetarium. That's POETICALLYMUSED.org/MALBECPlanetarium. Bet you won't join me there tomorrow to learn a few secrets of the quasars. Ashe.
And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and you are catching your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. cosmic weather forecast. And it is Wednesday, WINDS Day, Iba Oya, October 30th, 2024, and the day is bobbing on a 12-3 Iba Esu. And this is all on your Mercury and Uranus ruled, Oya venerated, or Jodri rule, or day of confusion. Don't be so afraid of that word. Confusion only comes because that's the issue throwing you a curveball to test your spirit against your ego, to test your heart against your desires, to test your spirituality against your 3D wants, to test who you are from who you were from who you're becoming, who you are from who other people want you to be. So confusion just gives you a chance to further, deeper, uncross. Ashe. And this is all going on the week's climax, your sixth Wednesday of autumn equinox, and the second of the stinger season, Scorpio. So we're getting deep into those Scorpio waters as the Halloween energies raise up all that, I won't say spook up the dead, but you know what I mean. Autumn equinox is the most ancestral of the seasons. This is a season where the veil between the spirit realm and the earthly realm is the thinnest. And I want to say something about Halloween because I've been seeing a lot of things about Halloween is demonic and all of this type of stuff. But I guess with Oya being the transformer and the mother of the ancestors, I am my mother's child, so I'm just going to bring a new perspective on this. For the longest time, indigenous people never believed in haints and spooks and ghosts. We called them spirits. We called them the essences of our ancestors. And here in America, we have lots of ancestors that we don't know by name, and history has nailed down that fact. So I like to take All Hallows Eve, Halloween, and the Day of the Dead to celebrate all of my ancestors, the ones that I know not by name, that went through the worst right here on these American blood grounds for us to be here today. So if you're going to celebrate a holiday, even Halloween, you can transform it into something that means something to you, as long as it's divine. And the Mothership is here. We're going to have that All Hallows Eve jam session. I'll see what I can do about Thursday, and we're definitely going to have the Day of the Dead jam on Friday. All right? All right. So we got ASU, and that's a crossroad right in the middle of the week's climax. So this is really lined up. Be prepared to make some decisions concerning your depths, concerning your spirituality, and the path that you need to take to keep your spirit at peace and in alignment. Many of you are going to be going deeper into your divine practices, deeper into your mysticism, deeper into your connections with your ancestors. And going deep ain't a bad thing in any sense of the word, because when you go deeper, you can plant stronger roots. And I'm going to leave that where it is. The moon tonight, like last night, is still waning in the seventh house of Libra. So we're still banishing imbalances with our moon energy, and balance your ancestral relationships as well. And stop letting all these hooky, spooky, scary church folks demonize you out of honoring your own ancestors. It's a bunch of shit, just saying. Anywho, we are still carousing through the first decan of Scorpio season. And I'm just feel so blessed to have so many amazing Scorpio people in my world, from Mama Naila Naila Nelson, Bart Nelson of the Shrine of the Black Madonna. I just call her Mama Naila. Also, Baba Deloy Parker, who is also a Scorpio. Iya, which is a Scorpio. And High Priestess Afia Matthews, who is a Scorpio. Shout out to C Booty, who is a Scorpio. I got a lot of stingers in my life now that I'm looking around and sending some love to each and every one of them. So y'all follow suit. Y'all show some love to all of those Scorpio babies in your life because they teach you in just their being how to go into your deepest waters and make them more clear currents. And the parts that need to transition and be resurrected back to life, let them be so. Because Scorpio energy is all about new life emerging from things that died. Ashe. In the chemetic way of the stars, we are no longer in the season of Isis. That was last night. So I got to get back to y'all on that. And in the 12 figures of African spirituality, we got just a few more days left of the season of the distance, which ends November 3rd. And if you were born on October 30th, then happy solar return. May the ancestors, Alodamare, Orishas, and all saints of your respected faith bless you with many, many more filled with Bobo Ire. But if you were born on October 30th, you are independent, you are salacious, you're self confident, and you possess good executive ability. Love will play the most prominent part in your life. You should choose someone congenial with your own tastes and marry young. You like your own way and are apt to be petulant under much opposition. All right, okay. And the 11 zodiac houses, y'all know the drills. Show the Scorpio babies in your life some love. And while you at it, break out that natal chart and look up House 8. Study your placements of Scorpio, Pluto, and House 8 to learn all about that life and death stinger energy that lives in you. I am iiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled. 222.9, the Mothership. Be right back with your planetary retrograde report. Wednesdays, Mercury, Uranus, purples, Iba Oya, Iba Nanaburu, maroons, exotic voices of the mothers. Welcome to Wednesdays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I am iiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9 The Mothership, your one-woman created radio station with the guidance of the divine. Ashe. So, here's all the planets that are busting the moonwalk on the retrograde dance floor. To start out, we still got Saturn retrograding in Pisces from June 29th all the way to November 15th. And Pisces is the last house, and Saturn is the trickster planet of karma. So many of y'all babies that's been dancing on the wrong side of the crossroads should smell your backsides burning by now. It's not personal, baby. It's just balance. Take your lessons. If you live to tell, do so. Shout out to Fundi Fee, masterfundifee.com. That's my big sister. I love her. She lets me come and be a pest. And if you haven't had her wine, you are most certainly missing out because hers is organic, it's sweet, it's good, and it's sulfate free, healthy. So make sure you go check her out. Fundi Fee, you see her right there on YouTube. Just look her up. Y'all know how to Google search. Go look up my sister. That's right. All right. All right. So back to the planetary retrograde in Saturn. This is going to hit you Capricorn and Aquarius babies harder than the other 11, 10 houses because Aquarius is one half for Saturn. That's your whole house. Those of you that are watching your karmics jump around in the universe's frying pan. Try not to laugh too hard because the level in which you gloat in someone else's pain, even when they may deserve it, is a reflection of how much you have or have not grown yourself. You don't have to wish anyone good, but it's not good to laugh at somebody's pain either. Now there is a difference between getting the replenishment in spirit and knowing you've received some divine justice. Just don't take it too far. That's all I'm saying. Because Saturn's retrograde in Pisces comes to teach all of us to balance our ego child, balance our duality. And because Saturn is a trickster planet, that whispers a lot of SU energy in the Orisha tradition. And Eshu throws us curveballs to test us against our own spiritual mastery, because in doing so, there are many divine rewards. Ashe. All right, so we still got Neptune in retrograde, and Big Mama's busting the moonwalk in her own house. And that's gone in on July 2nd, coming out on December 7th. Needless to say, this is going to hit you Pisces babies more than the other 11 houses. As a matter of fact, if you're a Pisces in this moment, invoke the patience of Obatala because both of your planets are in retrograde and your energy is still being used in Saturn's retrograde in Pisces. So Pisces energies is being used 3 times in this retrograde season. But with Neptune moving in retrograde, that connects a lot to Olokun energy in the Orisha tradition and some aspects of Yemanja in the space of dreams, spirituality, ideals, the meditation state, all in that ball of wax. And when that planet does the retrograde dance, your dreams are naturally going to intensify. So you really want to beef up on that dream journal so that you can keep a log of the messages that you're getting in your dreams and how they apply to your waking life. Ashe. This also tag teams with Saturn's retrograde in Pisces and shattering all the delulu. Because with Neptune in retrograde, many situations are going to happen that are going to leave you no choice but to put your action behind your conviction. But hey, that's what it takes to ascend to the 5D. So deal with it. The rewards are good. All right. Thirdly, we have Chiron in retrograde. And Chiron's retrograde hits all 12 houses in equal measure, and it came with some double heat coming in on the fixed fire sign of Leo, July 26th, all the way through December 29th in the house of Aries. Now, you know Rams have horns that butt through walls. What that means is Chiron is the planet of the wounded healer. So, a lot of those long time old wounds, whether they be childhood wounds, adolescent wounds, young adult wounds, spiritual wounds, situations are going to come about where you're going to have to face those things head on in order to get to the next space in your life. My 2 cents, don't make it a bad thing because everybody that's lived long enough has tasted hell one way or the other. And our wounds tend to come up to assess us, to see how far we've grown, to see if we've learned our lessons, to see how these wounds can be used to heal others, and many other things. Because once something happens to you, it's embedded in your life experience. So there will never be any completely forgetting it happened. These wounds will always continue to come up for you to reassess, look at it from the perspective you've grown from, and to see how you can use your wounds to heal others. And we all have them, so be ready for those, especially with Saturn's retrograde in Pisces. God dog. So here's one of the more beautiful sides of retrograde energy. We have Uranus in retrograde going in on September 1st in Taurus, coming out on January 30th of 2025. And this is my mama's planet, me, planet of stability, shakeups, sudden changes, intuition, and the challenges in your spiritual beliefs. So when Uranus busts the moonwalk, be prepared to put your actions where your mouth is when it comes to living what you say you believe. Because the people are awakened, everybody's ancestors are talking, and hallelujah, Shay, the fakes are being called out on the carpet. Looks great. But with this planet retrograding in Taurus, this is the season of securing the divine bag for everyone that's lived on the right side of the crossroad, has suffered for years for righteousness' sake, never took revenge, just kind of let the world think what it thought. Well, your divine bag is on the way. The universe is about to compensate you heavily for all of your troubles. And ain't no money like God money, baby, because God money is karmic debt free. So all you have to do is keep living what you say you believe, and that bag's gonna chase you. You will not have to chase it. This is the other ruling planet of Aquarius. So, like Pisces, both of Aquarius's planets are currently in retrograde. Isn't that interesting how we shifting or have shifted out of the Piscean age of belief into the Aquarian age of knowing? And in this moment, both Pisces and Aries planets are all in retrograde. That is a trip. Which leads to the last planet that's in the retrograde dance right about now, and that is Jupiter. Jupiter retrograding in Gemini from October 9th all the way to February 4th of 2025. And what we have right here, it feels like a tag team kind of energy. I'll get to that. For starters, Jupiter is the other ruling planet of Pisces, so you have Neptune and Jupiter busting a moonwalk. That's both of Pisces planets. Then you got Saturn and Uranus. That's both of Aquarius's planets, all in retrograde. So that's what we got going on with that, star seeds. But Jupiter is more of a tag team energy. And what I mean by that is, of course, Gemini is the house of duality. And when Jupiter is going direct, it's expansive. But when it's retrograding, that expansion becomes contraction. So, contracting in duality, you got on one side, Jupiter is tag teaming with Saturn and Pisces to deliver back them karmic packages all them booty butts they don't have to sign for. And then the ones that have been living divinely, this Jupiter retrograde is contracting in the divine abundance in Taurus for those that have been living on the right side of the crossroads. So it is divinely orchestrated for this great divide to happen, and this is why many will drastically rise, others will drastically fall, and it's all by the seeds that they've been planting over their lives for years of time. Because this is Obatala's year of purification, 2024. That's an 8. But Obatala is the most patient of all Orishas. That's what makes his wrath the worst, because he exhausted every possibility to give people chances to get right. But when that time runs out, the universe has to find its balance. So do yourselves a blessing, Star Childs, and keep yourselves on the right side of the crossroad. And as always, you can look into your natal charts and find your personal placements of these planets and assess how these retrogrades more affect you. And if you need some help with that, the Mothership has a spiritual mentorship and guidance hotline at 314-200-0368. I'm going to let y'all enjoy some poetic bars real quick. And when I come back, we are going to get to your Wins Nightly Tarot read for my Starseed collectives, because even the best readers need another pair of eyes. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the 5Ds, for the road less traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. And I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves. Beam up. I painted this one all kinds of colors for you. Listen. So I slipped, fell down this rabbit hole. This rabbit was black,
Somewhere in the valley of my own thighs, the gate to my soul. The wisdom inside took a stroll on a stride. No watch, no time, just I and the ride. Side saddle, horseback, reverse cowgirl style. My stallion is black. I'm back for all I was robbed of. So put it in a sack, grinning from ear to ear like a purple Cheshire cat. So I slipped. Fell down the rabbit hole, this rabbit was black. Somewhere in the valley of my own thighs I dug up roots so deeply concealed, ancestral truths, and all they reveal. All I need to survive, the electric to thrive, the magic of bloodlines, the black honey from my hive tastes so sweet. I keep the beat on my headphones to block out the jive. It's all inside. I slipped down my own rabbit hole. A tale to be told of diamonds and the hearts. I'm the queen. Flipping tarot card soldiers. They talking. When folks ask me what I see, I'm free. I hit a curve in the whirlwind where my hips spin. Seeing love gagged and bound as all but a fairy tale. The putrid smell of cigarette butts keep you stuck in bad thinking. Tobacco sticks attached to karmic dick burns short like dynamite wicks and pending implosion. I sweat black oil, I don't need lotion. I keep it moving in a spiral motion. This rabbit hole of my own potion eases my stressed nerves. In dreams I travel like birds. I spin round my own world on the axis of my curves and affirmations off the verbs of my tongue. I speak, Mad Hatters run. SU has all the fun with the Tweedledees and Dums and even the ones with dashikis and drums. Too much free makes you dumb, so I'm reloaded. There's more on my tongue. Alligator peppered, spicily suggestion. The fleshing of the details my Cosmo cocktails find refreshing. Expression, my kryptonite. Truth, my colors. Words are my fix as airwaves are my HOV lanes. I put it in the mix. Others' intentions become my bag of tricks. Free to form prophecy and let them drip from my lips or expressions of divine rage. I lick my finger, turn the page. I let it burn cause I'm a sage. Low vibrations disengage. I'll taste my genius. Some call it crazed. I'm amazed how the sun is shaded in amber while the sky is dipped in black. I drip in the last of mango-flavored fucks about the deserters that desire to come back. I go dry on opinions, get sticky for the facts. Tasty like paradise on parrot's ice on the last time I was alone on my back. Shit. I'm within. I can't run. I can't hide. Down, down, down this rabbit hole. I'm a Bonnie with no Clyde. I slipped where nothing slides. I'm an oracle, a circle with no sides. I'm a mountain lion, so there's no pride. I'm aging backwards cause Father Time must like me, but why? Cause I slipped down this rabbit hole between my thighs to discover all in which I'm divinely assigned. An iiiYansaje Muse abstract poem. Ashe.
And we are back. So if you are seeing this on the video or hearing it over the Mothership's airwaves, then you are tapped into divine algorithm and this is your message. 1 second. Okay, so we have the final star glyph in the order of the Mayan oracle star glyphs. Ahau inverted means that it's time to put to death anything that is not of higher consciousness and is not of further aligning you with the God or the goddess within. And those of us that are light workers, readers, seers, herbalists, conjure doctors, chosen ones, You all get my drift. We can spend so much energy on other people that oftentimes you can forget that you are your number one client. And the divine is calling you in this moment to surrender to unconditional love. Unconditional love does not mean to be without boundaries. It means to release expectations and judgments. And that can be really hard to do when you're naturally on a higher frequency and you really can't understand the lower vibrations of human behavior. I get it. It makes no sense to me either. But what makes us starseeds, what makes us time travelers, what makes us chosen ones is our ability to transmute negative energy into positive outcomes. And it's time to go deeper within. And the energies that I'm getting is especially during this time, we've had to draw some serious boundaries with people. But unconditional love doesn't tear down those boundaries. It just removes malicious energy from your being that can cause stumbling blocks in your spiritual growth in the road ahead. A serious chapter in all of our lives is closing because as we shift into the Aquarian age, the Bible prophecy comes true about the last coming first. So when our time is here and it's time for us to come first, we mustn't rule from a place of malice or bitterness or hatred. Because if you're truly a starseed, on the level in which I'm speaking, then there is nothing negative that happened to you that didn't ultimately turn out for your highest good and your highest blessings. And now it's time to take the band aids off and allow unconditional love for people as they are, where they are, to be. Not necessarily for them, but to purify you. Because a whole new rebirth with the Emish card is coming up. And you got to see how powerful this is because in this deck, the star glyphs are the major arcane. And with the Ahau card, which is the last card, showing up inverted, the last, the first. Emish is the very first star glyph in this deck. And as you can see, it rocks my mama Oya colors. So you are transforming into a completely different being. So transmuting everything that happened and closing this old chapter of life. Look at all the poo that happened in your life as mulch. A bunch of mulch and banana peels and watermelon rinds and eggs and all of that dead stuff becomes nutrients for the soil that grows your new tree of life. And when you can do it that way, you don't have to be really upset with anyone anymore for anything that they've done towards you. Because by you being one of the divines, you are an alchemist by nature. And sometimes it just takes longer than expected. So this is a serious new ending, new beginning kind of energy here. So allow yourself to focus more on releasing all those closed chapters to go into your new one with a balanced heart, a balanced spirit. And nothing does it better than unconditional love. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the resolution of duality. And that's interesting because tonight's moon is on that scale of justice. And duality is what? About balancing the scales. And with the light, unconditional love on the ending inverted, new beginning, you are finding a balance between your shadow self and your spirit self. Congratulations. Consider this just another level to reach in the never ending process of spiritual ascension. Ashe. So there's my general message. If you would like to speak on a personal note, then you see the phone number running across the screen, 314-200-0368. You can dial me up between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also treat yourself to that lovely, lovely, lovely Oya care package that I put in this video's description box, where you can book yourself a live read, or you can get one for a 24-hour turnaround. That's right. And those are pre-recorded 4 minutes. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Don't make me land a tornado where I could have been a cool breeze. Oya. The Uranus collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the Road Less Traveled. Beam up. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope you gain some things that will help you have a divinely blessed Wednesday. May Oya always bring you winds of positive change. If you're listening to this at 10:40 p.m. Central Standard Time, we now return to your Tools Nightly vision of what love looks like. And here's music from Seal with Don't Make Me Wait. You sound thirsty. Anyway, if you were listening at the 6 a.m. hour, then stay tuned for the Rising Bimbe to Oya. Before we get back to the exotic mothers of song and whatever jam session I have up my sleeve to venerate all Hallows Eve. Either way, remember, the sky's big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of the amazing, legendary George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the Road Less Traveled. And this has been your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Cosmic Weather Forecast. Ashe.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9 The Mothership. Beam up.